Porsche 911. Porsche 911s are, we got quite a few of them around. Normally, it takes a lot for me to get really super excited about a 911. Yesterday, I brought home from a customer, John. We're gonna do the motor rebuild on it. It's been sitting for 25 plus years. And it is a super duper special car. It's 73.5, which is a special car alone, but this one, man, it's got all the boxes checked. You won't believe this car. And you guys, I know I got a lot of subscribers that really know these cars, and then we have subscribers that are kind of fairly new to it. I'm gonna show you all the cool stuff this car has on it, and you guys that know will agree with me how hard it is to find a car like this. And a lot of times they say, oh, all the 911s are gone, they're all bought up, there isn't anymore. Well, guess what? I believe there's still good finds out there. And this is probably one of the best finds I have seen in a long time. Let me go over it with you a little bit here. But I'll tell you, 73.5 already alone is a big deal. It's a Targa. If you look at the front bumper, 73.5, 911S. That's a metal bumper. This is the real deal here. And look at the condition of that. Really nice. So let me take the camera. I'm gonna go over the car with you guys now. And let me walk around it first. And then you can see all the cool things this car has on it. And before I even get into it, let's just check it out. It is so cool and so rare to find a car like this. And when I walked up to the garage at John's place and saw this thing, I immediately was excited to see how cool and how hard of a car this is to find nowadays. And I only say that because, you know, you're only going to get this kind of a car if you pay up to a six-figure for this kind of options that are on this kind of a car, okay? So let's get into it. All right, first off, front to back, like I said, 911S bumper. So being that's a 911S bumper, we're gonna say this car probably has the 911S package, right? It's got the wheel arches, and it's got the wheel arches, and look how nice they are. All four are just really nice condition. No door dings, none of that stuff on those arches. Original mirror. The windshield, Sigla. Sometimes they're really hard to see, but I'll tell you what, it's there. Okay. Look at the hood crest. Look at that. Right? How cool is that? Okay, that's the original hood crest. That tells you, guess what? We got original paint. John has been working the paint over, and he's done a great job. He is not finished. I saw pictures of it before. It had some we'll say hazing and some slight scratches on it, and he's taken most of it out. I'm going to have a ding guy come over and take some dings out of it, but let's just look back, and you can see how nice this car is. Look at that. Okay, so let's go to the motor, or the engine here. Okay, 2.4 911T. Look at that. Okay, it's got the dealer installed air conditioning, York pump right there, and it is a CIS injection because it's the 73.5. Now this motor would be a 911-61, and I'm going to show you guys something, and the guys are they're gonna pick this up. Look at that tank back there. What is that tank for? You guys, some of you guys know what that tank is. So what else will give this away? There's a valve in the back, but we can't see that. But anyhow, look at the original CD box, right? It has the Carrera chain tensioner update already, Bosch distributor. Now, what I did is I pulled the air cleaner off to see if they had a pop-off valve. No pop-off valve. So that is kind of another sign that shows how long this car has been sitting without a pop-off valve. Okay, so that's 25 plus years in storage, right? There's your condenser, the AC, right? I mean, the electric panel cover, okay? All these little things really add up on a cool car like this. Well, look at here. Okay, so look at this. Here's the valve right here. Check this out. Right there. That's another tail of this car, right? That's right. That is right. Guess what it is? It is a Sportomatic car. Doesn't say here. I don't know if they stopped doing that in 73. I know a 72, one of my other customers' cars it says Sportomatic under that emblem. So I don't know if they stopped it in here. I'm going to try to find that out. Anyhow, let's go into the car. So we know that it's got the S package with all the trim, right? We get in the car and look at those seats. Are those jewels? The leather in this has got the patina, and it is so nice. And John has done a beautiful job, and I don't even know what he put on it, but they're supple, they're nice. I mean, look at that. It's amazing. This car is something else. Okay, so let's go here. So the S gauges, right? And if you notice, the Sportomatic temperature gauge, and that is correct. That is a Sportomatic temperature gauge, only for the Sportomatic, right? So look at this. Okay, 43K. When you look at this car, crawl all over it, I believe, and I would say that this is a 40K mile car, which would be incredible, right? There's the air conditioning. Look at this, all straight across the board. It's really nice, not hanging. It's got the knobs. All these guys are good. No, you know this is low mileage, okay? Look at this. Sportomatic. Look at that. How cool is that? All right. So guess what? The Sportomatic works. This car does run, but it's pushing out a lot of smoke. That's why we're going to go ahead and tear it down, rebuild it. The Sporto's working, so we're keeping it a Sporto. We need, the bushings are gone. They're worn out, so we'll change all that out. Look at the dash. Come on, you guys. This is probably not had seen the sun for many, many years. It is so clean. And I am just blown away by this car. And this is, look at the color on the gauges. So I know some of you guys are watching this and just, this is what I call a jaw dropper. I mean, this is really cool. Now, some of you guys also might remember these mats. They were Coca mats, but they don't have the rubber on the bottom, and they are super cool. I've had quite a few sets of these. These are very vintage, and look at this. Look how cool this is. Watch this. Let me zoom in on that. Look at that. See that? That's got the Porsche crest emblem in there. These are really cool. And when I saw these, I told John, I'm like, those are very vintage and very hard to find. And I mean, you're not going to find them anymore, but look at this. There's the sports seats. There's the brackets, the tilts, and the rear mat, which is amazing. To me, that's amazing, right? And these seats are so nice, and they cost about as much money as a brand new commuter car. to replace these are just unbelievable, and there's such a great condition. I think what we're going to have done is the webbing that crosses across the bottom of these, which supports this pad, because they break down and you end up sinking in the seat. My guy can change the webbing, and obviously we're not touching the leather. We'll change the webbing on both seats and bring those back up to where they need to be. That's one thing we're going to do. But I mean, I can't believe this dash. Okay, look at this. Here's the old school alarm. You guys remember these alarms with the 3 buttons, and you put it in a combination so that you arm the car, right? Look at the door panels, the door boxes. I remember these kick guards. Just such a nice car. Look at this sticker for the oil. Let's check that out. Let's see what that says. Does that have a? Let's see here. You can't read it. Quaker State. Okay, so let's get over here. Oh, let's open the front. I want you to see this. You're not going to believe this either. You know, when you see a low mileage car like this, and you kind of go through it and start investigating it, and then you're like, yeah, sure, it's low miles. But then you get in here, and you look at this. Hold on one second. I got a prop over here. Of course, the hood struts aren't working. Watch this. Let's talk about this here. Okay. All right. Look at the bottom of the hood. Look at that. Gosh darn. Okay. The cardboard. Look at the cardboard. Look at that. It's not warped. It's not even, I mean, it's just incredible. Look at the original paint in here. I mean, the wiring. Look at the wiring in here. Is that insane? Oh my God. Look at that. Man, what a find. What a find. There's your VIN number. Look at that. Okay, they put a single battery in it, and they took out the second battery cables. We're gonna redo all that and put the original small batteries that go into the boxes on each side. We're gonna correct that. When we reinstall the motor, we'll do all that. But I mean, just look at that. I can't stop looking at how cool this original paint is inside this compartment. That is so neat. Okay, let's lower this here. So, all the wheels, there is a 5th wheel, which is the flat 6 of this car. So it's got all 5. The front of this car has a set of Michelin 185 7015s. In the rear, Pirelli P6s. The last time you've seen that? A long time ago. Okay, let's look at this door panel. Look at that. I mean, everywhere you crawl in this car and look it over, look at the carpet. Look at that carpet. This is original carpet. Can you believe that? That is just bonkers to me. Let's check this slider out. Let's tilt. Let's see here. There it is. There's your tilt. That's why I get excited about this car, because this is a rare find. And John got very, very lucky, and I'm glad that he has this car, because John is a car guy, and he is a real car guy. His first car he had to build. We were talking about it. I had to do the same thing. I got an old Impala with no motor. I had to build a motor to get it going, and we built it up, ended up at the street races. It was a lot of fun. John built his first car also, and he appreciates this. And he is so excited to get this car done. So we're gonna pull the motor, pull the trans. I'm gonna do a video on the Sportomatic trans, on how it works. And I'll actually go through right now and show you. But I will show you a video of the motor and trans all together, and kind of show you the parts of it. For a lot of guys probably have never seen a Sportomatic trans. I've been around a few of them. So I'll tell you what, this is gonna be a really nice car. And of course, all his buddies that are, I'm sure they're gonna be watching this video. He's gonna be out playing with the guys in their cars. There's a really nice group of guys that like to run up and down the hills and have a nice Sunday ride. And I know most of the guys, they're a very good group of guys. They're very nice drivers, and they just go out and have a really good time. So John's gonna be doing that pretty soon. That's exciting for me. And I know he's very excited about it too, because his car now is a Corvette. And honestly, I saw that car and I don't even know where the horsepower is. It's pretty far up there, I imagine. That thing is beautiful. He did that car. If this car is in the same hands as that Corvette is, it's going to be a very nice car. His guys are going to laugh at that. But anyways, let me show you about the Sportomatic a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, I'm going to show you the components when we tear it down. So there's your pedal. One pedal, that's a brake. Okay. Now your handle, the shifter, is here. And if you can see, it's got a park, a reverse, low, drive, 3 and 4. So it's a 4-speed. And the way it works is you can start it in neutral, or you can start it in park. Okay, so you start the car. Now, whenever you touch this knob, there's this micro switch on the bottom here. The micro switch activates the clutch. So, in other words, if you rest your hand on here, if you only rest your hand on here, it will go into a clutch mode. So as soon as you touch this, it activates the clutch, which pushes in the clutch. You have no power. So you put it in first, you step on the gas and you go. As soon as you touch the knob, you let off the gas just like you would if you're shifting a 5-speed. You let off the gas, and then as soon as you grab this, it activates the clutch. You pull it back, let it go. You're in second. Same thing. As soon as you touch the handle, third, it will go into third, and then you let it go, and then fourth, and let it go. You cannot rest your hand on here. You rest your hand on here, it goes into a clutch mode, which is like a neutral. So it takes a little bit to learn to drive these. But let me tell you something. This is kind of a cool fun fact about these. Is in 1967, the 911R, excuse me, the 911R ran Nürburgring for 84 hours with a Sportomatic, and they took that car to victory. Think about that. That's what's in this car. And like I said, once you get used to driving it, it's a nice thing when everything is working properly. And the way it seems on this car with the low mileage, I'm going to say, because we know it's working already, but I mean, obviously we haven't ripped it down the street yet, but everything is working so far. So I will pull the motor out of it. I'll show you the components on the motor and trans related. It's really a unique system, and I'll share that with you because I think that's pretty fun to get into. So anyhow, I am going to put it up on the lift. We're going to rip the motor trans out this weekend, do that other video of everything together, and then I'll go down and do a tear down of this motor. I know that we're going to be changing all the bearings. Most likely I'm going to split the case on it. It is leaking quite a bit of oil. We'll see what cylinders look like. The heads will go out and get done. All the tinware will go out, get powder coated, and we'll plate all the material, make the motor look like it did when it was new. And this will be ready for a beach ride up Mulholland, and you know, maybe some Angeles Crest time too. So anyhow, go ahead and subscribe. We're so close to our subscription to 1,000. We're at 972 today or something like that. Anyhow, we're getting really close to the 1,000. That's all we need to, that's kind of been a goal. So it's been over a year now. Anyhow, I'm going to do some more videos. The motor on this one's going to be good. I'm building a motor for a friend from lives very, very far away. You wouldn't even understand how far away. And that motor is going to be, we're laying that out now, so I'll do a video on that. So some pretty cool things coming up. Anyhow, just love to share this car with you. It's very exciting for me to show this car because it is a very special car. So congratulations, John. This is a beautiful car, and we'll catch you guys later.